What we're really excited about is that we have the sets and costumes from Madison Square Garden. It was a huge production of The Wizard of Oz that was produced in the 90s and starred Roseanne Barr as the Wicked Witch. So these are the most opulent sets and costumes for the show you're ever likely to see. Of course, then you add the ZFX flying package and Jeff Marsh's pyrotechnics and having a dog and having kids. It just becomes one of the biggest shows we've ever done, and it's just going to be such a splash, and it's just going to be gorgeous, and it's just going to guarantee a great night at the theater.
Trying to find out the magic that the story holds is not a secret. It's all there. It's all been told before. Visually, it's going to be stunning. These sets and costumes have appeared on Broadway and nationally all over the place, received rave reviews. There is a lot of activity on stage. Of course, we have flying witches, good and bad. A lot of explosions on stage because the witch does appear in the unlikely of places, and so she has to appear in a grand manner. And the casting process has been very interesting because our cast was just perfect, that when they came into the room and they just became those characters, and the person who just lit up the most was just obvious for us. And now to put them in the rehearsal process has just been really great.
I am Carlin Castellano, and I'm playing the role of Dorothy. I grew up watching the movie and with our VHS copy, but it was a special anniversary edition, so I had behind-the-scenes footage from the MGM studios in 1939, and it's been a special movie growing up and part of my childhood and in my life, and it's just such a classic too. To bring to life such an iconic character, it's challenging and it can be a little intimidating. I guess the shoes the red sparkly Converse can provide some inspiration, and well, it helps get into character, I guess, a little bit. But it's a reminder of how much I love the movie and just the story in general, and the characters and what they each represent. So it is fun wearing the shoes for rehearsals.
My name is Randall Dodge. I'm playing the Cowardly Lion. Though, to be honest, I had never seen the movie until just yesterday. I'm the youngest of four, and my older siblings were all scared of the movie, and my mom never let me watch it. So, to be honest, I had never seen it until just yesterday. The movie just left you feeling good, and in such a wonderful way. Having children now of my own, I can't wait for them to sit in the theater and get to watch me do this. Well, you know, there's a certain amount of responsibility, I guess, that comes with playing a character that everybody knows really well, and I think it's important to stay true to their expectations. And there's no way you could not bring yourself along for that ride. So they're going to see me do it, but I want to deliver what they're expecting to see. One of the first roles I played on the Moonlight stage was Gaston, and I tried to be as truthful as the cartoon as I could. And so I'm hoping to repeat that with the Cowardly Lion.
My name is Stephen Petrovich. I am playing Hunk the farmhand and the Scarecrow. It's a challenge just because The Wizard of Oz it's essentially like a cultural movement here. It's definitely intimidating to approach these super iconic roles, and you know, Ray Bolger, the actor that originally played the Scarecrow, his performance is playing on a reel in my head all the time. It's definitely something that I want to sort of pay homage to without copying everything that I've seen in the movie. I think The Wizard of Oz is such an enduring piece because at its core it exposes the most deep insecurities of childhood and adolescence. For Dorothy, she's lost, she feels like she doesn't belong, she's anxious that she'll never find her place of belonging in the world, and for my character, the Scarecrow, this idea that I don't have a brain, therefore I'm not smart, therefore I'll never be good enough, I'll never be worthy, and that's sort of why we're all going on this big epic quest to Oz to get these gifts. And at the end, it reassures the characters, and they realize, oh, I've had my brains all along, and you know, my cleverness was responsible for getting us through this journey. I think sort of that idea is something that adults and children alike can definitely relate to.
My name is Carson Twitchell. I'm playing Hickory and the Tin Man. I distinctly remember the movie going from black and white to color and thinking that that was so creative and so cool to have in the same production. I'm excited that we get to replicate that with our production as well. There's a lot of pressure associated with making such an iconic character come to life, because there's the balance of people having an idea of what they want to see in the Tin Man versus kind of making it your own, but not straying from such a classic part. It really is extremely iconic. But so far it's been a pretty good fit, I think, for all of the friends. It's been very fun so far. He's searching for a heart, and that's really important to him. We're trying to find that piece of him. That's something that I think anyone can relate to.